If you have a relatively bad computer and it takes you ages to generate a random world, since Alpha 18 you can now select from 1 out of 3 already pre-generated random worlds, so that might come in handy for you. If you're new to the game or you just want to experiment with the new alpha build, don't forget that you can change settings for your difficulty, such as experience multipliers, player block damage, loot abundance, loot respawn timers, airdrop intervals, which can all help you get used to the new version of the game quicker. Whenever you see these types of blocks, don't forget to collect them, because most of them can give you a reasonable amount of resources. Like this, for example, can give you a lot of wood. For like 2 hits I just got 30 wood. This block can give you lots of stone. This block can give you cement. It's not the greatest way to get cement, but if you're early game and you don't have it unlocked yet, it's probably the only way to get it. This block gives you cobblestone, and this block right here gives you lots of paper. I think it's called industrial paper block or something like that, and you can usually find the paper blocks in like attics of some buildings, usually painted as carpet textures. Because of the new infection system, both antibiotics and honey are extremely valuable, since the way the infection works now is that once you get infected by a zombie, the percentage of it just keeps increasing, and the higher it gets, the worse the debuffs are for it. So I would recommend you always have one of these 3 items ready in your storage or inventory for whenever you get infected. Whenever you are in need of drink, try to avoid bottled slash boiled water, because it's the only type of drink that has a chance for you to get dysentery, which is quite terrible. So try to use any other drink instead, because as far as I'm aware, water is the only one that provides dysentery debuff, as well as unboiled water, but that makes sense, I guess. So always try to have any kind of tea or juice to drink instead of just plain old water, because the teas and some of the juices actually provide you with additional buffs, which are quite handy. If you still have some of your old tools, or just tools that you don't use, or weapons, just grab them instead of throwing them away or selling them, because you can get parts of that specific weapon, so you can craft it in the future, and as well as it being better quality if you have the perks unlocked. The primitive bow in Alpha 18, aka the old wooden bow from Alpha 17, is pretty terrible. It takes a very long time to reload, and it's pretty damn inaccurate. So I would recommend to get rid of it as soon as you possibly can and switch over to the now called wooden bow, which is so much better. It reloads faster, it has a way more comfortable animation in my opinion, and it's more accurate. Did you know that the upgrade path for the blocks was changed in Alpha 18? So now, instead of going from wood to iron like you would usually see it happen, now we go straight to cobblestone, and from cobblestone you can go to concrete. As far as iron frames go, you can upgrade to basic block of iron, reinforced iron, and then concrete as well. Encumbrance system has been made way easier compared to Alpha 18. So now if you can see I'm 18 items over my actual inventory limit, and if I try to run I can still somewhat run. So you can stock up a full inventory whenever you're doing your loot runs, and you can still somewhat successfully come back home without being pretty much standing still with a full inventory. Just make sure that you have a relatively safe way home, because zombies can still catch you way easier if you're running at the speed compared to the full speed. Don't forget that the game developers have fixed the stamina balance as far as at least early game goes. So now you can actually use better tools for more than 1 or 2 times, and they don't consume half of your stamina bar, which is quite handy. Don't forget to watch out for the new types of wildlife. Item quality matters once again now, since in Alpha 18, the higher the quality of the item, the better the stats it has, just like in the old days, which I'm quite happy to see actually. The main difference between level 1 and level 6 tool is probably the durability, because in this case with the iron fire axe it more than doubles, which is quite incredible, not to mention the damage increases overall.